Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yes, I'm just prepping myself in my seat. Got the old 1/2-inch brush. I need to use this one today. I've got a bit of a challenging... Whoops, I've just dropped something. Got a bit of a challenging one today, and I'm going to do what I usually do when I do my drawing. Just make a little bit of a greyish colour. I find for myself, because I'm not much of a drawer, I'm more of a painter than a drawer. And so I like to paint stuff, paint shape. And today we're painting a gargoyle. I took a photo of it, and the sun was shining just nicely for me to snap a picture, and I was like, yes. So we'll try and get the likeness of it. I do this. I look at the picture and go like that to get my angles. I always do that sort of thing. I think we'll have the head about there. And the body sort of goes, it's hanging off the side of the building, as gargoyles do. They look pretty awesome actually, because the sun was shining at it, and I was like, oh yes, brilliant. So while I'm really, what I'm doing here is I'm painting the positive shape, really. The negative shape would be like this triangle. So that's another thing to look at. You have positives and negatives, and I'm always thinking about them both. Positive and negative. Wherever there is a negative, there is a positive, apparently. I can't say that when I got my bills. So the head, you could treat the head like any head, really, and you could start, sculpting away, marking out the eyes and stuff. A bit like this. I'll do it quite faintly. A bit like this. You get the angle of the head like that, and then you can circular shape, and then where the eyes are. You can mark it all out, because it is really it's a face. And there is actually a gargoyle on a gargoyle here. So we'll paint the other one on top as well. There's another one. It's a bit weird. It is a bit weird. Pretty cool though. Quite like the idea of being able to make stuff with stone. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Pretty amazing thing to be able to do. There he is. That's the one on top. The other gargoyle. We've got the shape of the back of this one. It's sort of like that. There's about about 3 heads big. And there's another arm that goes like this and like this. Something like that. That's not a bad rough sketch. Not bad at all. And we've got this shape here, and it is sort of in line with this bit to there, so then that goes down. Something like that. That's sort of that's a really much darker area in there. And this dark in here is going to help bring in the rest of it out as well, actually. I'll start it off with that. I might do a few of these. I might go back tomorrow and take some more pictures of gargoyles. Maybe. I took some pictures of some on the church as well. That's just round the corner. They look pretty good. They had some amazing carvings, like Greek women and stuff on it. It's just unbelievable. I'm just amazed by the talent of stone sculpting, though. It's just amazing. So now I'm at this stage. I could start looking at painting light or painting the darker darks. And some people say, oh, you should always paint the darks first. And some would say, well, that's all I ever read, actually. Paint the darks first. But I don't think it matters. But for this, I am actually going to look for the darks. But I don't think it really matters which. If you want it, because I was umming and ahhing in my head what to do first. Because if I painted the lights first, that would work just as well for me. But I think the one thing I would say about painting the darks, so I'm using a red, and so I've got a little bit of this, which is that, which I can't say. It's a violet. China Crichton violet? No. Quina Crichton violet. I don't know. There's lots of different ways of saying it. I got this when I was in London, actually. I was like, I can't really afford much. I'll just have one tube of alizarin crimson, please. And they said, we haven't got any. I was like, oh, okay. Have you got anything close? And there was like, this one is closest, so I got it. And it is close. But no cigar. I don't know. It's not what the art sellers want to know, is it? When you say, well, I ain't got much money. It was probably like, oh, not another one. Can you get out of our shop, please? We want to sell our paints to the wealthier people. Not the one-tube wonders. No, they were very nice in there, actually. I have to say, it was good. Good to have a look around. And if I could remember the name of the art shop. I'd promote them for free. Because I'm good like that. I am a good like that. But if only... only I could have dropped a few more quid in there and got some more luxury paints. God, I love this mouth. Rah. Scary. Yeah, the reason I decided on a reddish shadow is because the I want like a warmth in my shadow. Now, you could, if you wanted, you could have done it really dark, like almost black, and it would give like off a different effect. That's what I always think is the effects it gives off. I don't think like because you know the older "oh no, don't use black" thing. I think instead of thinking that, I think of the effect. What effect does it have? Not rules. Forget the rules. Think about the effects. That's a good bit of advice, is that. Forget the rules. Just practice and look at what happens. That's the best way. What's the best way? Right, I've worked it all out. I know what's the best way. Every painting I do should be a masterpiece. What do you mean they're not? I'm going to be building this character up. He's starting to appear. He is starting to appear. I'll keep going. I was going to get a bit of light in there, but I think I'll keep going because that should be in line with the shoulder. Yeah, that's right. Just checking. Got to check myself. Big stone arm. I wonder how long the statue's been up there. But it's been up there for years. It looks well worn. It certainly looks well worn. I would say these have been up there for donkey's years. Probably a few 100 years, maybe. I don't know. Be interesting to know that, actually. How old they are. But they are. But they're ancient. Right. I know the one at the church that I went to. I say local, it's not really that local. I'd heard about it having cool statues on it, and it's actually in a village. It's not really a like a tourist spot or anything. I like going to these random places though. There's another place that I went to, and there was a Knights Templar place, and it was, to be honest, it was a bit how do I put it, destroyed. But it was interesting. It was definitely interesting still. I'm throwing a little bit of black in my colour just to dull it a bit. I don't want to get it to be too bright, really. Yeah, talk about perfect. When I went here, and the light just zinged off this character, I was like, like almost, oops. I hate it when that happens. Like spinning the brush and I lose my grip. Yeah, the light just started to zing, and I was like, ooh, and I nearly fell over getting my camera out to get my picture. And I was like, oh, yes, this is going to be a brilliant painting. I wanted something just like this to paint. Oh, I've missed some of it out. Whoops. Never mind. We can paint it back in, it doesn't matter. That's the good thing about gouache, is you can always paint stuff back in. Paint it on top. Oh, it's like acrylic, really, isn't it? You can do it with that. And even if you're an oil painter, you can manipulate stuff. That's the thing about painting. I used to think you have to like just master one thing and then just do that. But I've become to realise that actually you might as well, because when I wanted to do painting outside, that's what really got me into painting with these, and I enjoyed it, and I still am. Right, here we go. We need this weird thing as well. It looks a bit like Slimer from Ghostbusters. If anyone's wondering, yeah, Ghostbusters. I haven't quite got the eyes in the right place. It needs to be a bit more there and there. That's better. He's a bit darker. He'll look a bit better when there's a few more shadows around. Some of these shadows have got like a blue hint to them as well. Whoops, don't want that there. Just having a sit up. That needs to be about there. And we've got this arm. I like there's like little carving nicks that they've done to emphasise material there. Lovely. Lovely job. Lovely job. Try and get that worn away look. And go a bit darker in places. Okay. Shall we start doing a bit more light now? I think we're probably about ready for a bit of the light. You can start pulling some of these brighter bits out. There is one thing I might do before. I'm going to get a little bit of this. Oh, I can't see it. Get a little bit of this blue. This is I think it's cerulean. Yeah, cerulean blue hue with a little bit of black. I'm going to use that just to put in places, mainly on this side of the face. It needs a little bit of white in it, but I'll do that in a minute. I can just sort of see areas that have it. See, sometimes it's a good idea to sit right back and look at your picture, and then have a bit of a break and then go back to it. Yeah, it's not bad. I was thinking that this head's not in the right place, but then I realised it's because I haven't painted this chin in yet, and it's quite strong. So I want a pinky white. We'll start sort of like this. I don't know if you can see that. Pinky white. We'll start like this, and then I'll start building it up as I go. So it's still quite watery, but yeah, like I said, I'll build it up as I go. I can build this up. Got to think like a carver as well at the same time. Imagine we're carving this. Imagine I'm carving it out of stone, even though I'm using paint. This blue that I've already put on, it's going to sort of blend a little bit with that, which is good. Sort of blend that a bit together. There's a bit of a line there. Just build that up a little bit more. Just sort of sit up and have a look at that, and then realise I have gone a little bit too big on his Desperate Dan chin. Well, not massively big, just a little bit, just on that edge there. Use a little bit of water just to wash it away a touch, and then come back, and then we can, if it wants to be more downwards like that, and then across like that. We'll let that dry a little bit. There's a bit of colour there. But not too bright, so I'll just smudge it. So you can smudge things. Maybe it's got a bit more red in it, like here. It's a bit of a more stony look. There's another bit there. Another bit. Bit more white. I want to get that nose because it does have a good bright bit there. There we go. Same with the hair. It sort of goes. So there's the head, then and there. Sort of goes there. This weird sort of hair that then just becomes his body. And his arm. I want a bit more red in my colour, a bit more red in it for this bit here. And his arm. I want a bit of red there as well. There's areas where it's got like hints of like this red that's managed to hit the light. That evening kind of glow. There's material made of stone, of course. But the stonemasons made it look like it could be material. The skill. Okay, and then a bit more light on that. I'm just going to get a bit of burnt umber in my colour, just to do this bit there. Maybe a little bit of blue as well. Bit of that blue for here. That colour there. Okay, and then there's blue. Get that bit of stone there, which needs a bit of light there, because then it will bring out our darks using our bluey colour. Like that, and then there's I need that colour on there as well. Let's start putting a bit more light on the other guy. The other guy is a bit more yellowy in his look, bit more of the Naples yellow in with the colour. That's what I've gone for. With face, got a weird nose that goes whoop. And that. This. I could see that this probably would have looked pretty cool when it was first done, but I think it looks amazing now because of all the age marks on it. It's got that neck, and then that goes like that. There's all these like marks. It's sort of it's grabbing onto the hair of this creature. And there's the leg, like that. And something here, but I don't know. That shoulder needs to go up a bit like that. That's a bit better. And then to get a bit of the dark in there. Bit more light again. Sort of more dots on this because of the way it is reacted over the years. So I want to throw some more light in areas now, like along there. There. bit there. A bit more here. And there. Forgot about this bit. So busy doing the other bits. There's a bit more red that goes there rather than that. That's better. More red on that. Gonna get a bit of dark. I think I'll use a smaller brush. I want to really darken some areas now. I'm going to get some black. It's mostly black. There's a tiny bit of red in it, but it's mostly black. I'm just going to get this screaming mouth or shouting mouth go in a bit better. Looking at the weird shapes. I like this guy up here. It's weird. Finding this mouth a little bit off. I think it should be like that. I think I over-exaggerated part of it. That was the problem. Get some blue. Just get a little bit of blue around there. And there. More that dark under the lip. And there's a bit more light, well, more blue light that goes here. I need the nostrils. Horrible things. There we go. That's a bit better. There's like a bit of this mark there, and the eye's got a mark coming down, and that has as well there. It's more of a, get a bit more of that lovely blue again. dark. Back in with this dark here. So I'm going to get those cuts that the artist did. Get that dark there. And there. Quite like dry brushing like that, because then you get like you do get a bit of a stony effect. And there is a bit of a light colour. Go for more of this bluey colour in there. It's actually more on the red side, to be honest. There's some red. On some of this. Some of these, there's a bit of a dark spot there and there. Yeah, something like that. And then I can go a bit darker again here. And then these gargoyles, they start coming out a bit more. There's another thing in there. This wants to be a bit darker there. Okay, so I think we're about there. I'm gonna just put a little bit of bluey colour, a little bit of the bluey colour around here. So I'll just look at that again and look for shadow areas that haven't really come up enough. Some really dark areas like that line there. There we go. I think we're about there. There's the gargoyle coming out. And just put a little bit of stainage there. There's a bit there as well. Yeah, I think we're about there for this one. Got to start asking the question, does it look like there's a gargoyle popping out of the wall a bit? And I think we have something. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing this one actually. When I first looked at it I thought, ooh, I don't know if I can, don't know if I'll be able to do this, but it's always a challenge to do paintings, isn't it? So you've gotta go, well, why not go for it. What's the worst that can happen? So I'm just putting a few little extra details in. And then oh, that's a bit weird. I must have had some black on my finger then. And then we'll call this one finished. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try another one of these because I enjoyed myself doing this one. So expect the potential of more gargoyles to follow. And if you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to just click on that like button, share them, help me reach that 100,000 subs, which is what I'm aiming for at the moment. That's my goal. So thanks very much for watching this episode. I'm going to put the brush down and think about a new painting, and I'll see you at another one. Enjoy painting your gargoyle, and hopefully, oh, I'm gonna have to do one more dot. Just here, there's light there. That light's disappeared a bit. Dot that back in. Make that look a bit rougher. There we go. we're done. We're done. Surely we're done. Yeah, we're done. We can't keep going. We keep going, we'll never finish. So yeah. So thanks very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you at another one. Cheers, bye.